Hey, good evening, everybody. It's Dennis LaRue here with your hashtag Steel Toes quote of the week, episode number 3. I'm so glad you joined me. For those of you that are new, hashtag Steel Toes, what in the world is that? It's just simply this. This is meant to be a motivator for you on Monday, to get for your Monday, that's work week starting today. And when somebody says they're going to step on your toes, it means they're going to say something to motivate you, to encourage you, to inspire you, and also it's going to challenge you as well. Thus, the steel toes. So, without further ado, here comes our quote from one of my all-time favorites. He's a former NCAA college football coach. And his book, I'll show it to you right now, Coach Lou Holtz, known for Notre Dame, Wins, Losses, and Lessons. His autobiography is a book that just rocked my world when I read it in Korea back in 2010. And I try to read it as frequently as possible because Lou Holtz just inspires me. And so I want to share this quote that I got from him, and I hope that it encourages and inspires you. And here it goes. No one but me determines my success in life. That's from Coach Lou Holtz. Now, I'm going to flip that around. No one but you determines your success in life. There it is. Coach Lou is stepping on my toes. I know he's stepping on yours because your life right now, are you happy with it? Are you enjoying your life? Are you where you want to be? Because it starts first with personal accountability. Lillian, how are you, my friend? Glad you're joining me. I see my mom and Scott, Joe, Leanne, Woodruff, Zaman. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Dave Galbraith, I see you out there. Thank you so much for watching as well. But look, every success guru, motivational speaker, preacher, I don't care who it is going to tell you that success is defined first and foremost by taking responsibility and ownership of your life. That's where it starts. You got to start there. It reminds me of the movie Remember the Titans. One of my favorites. Petey, the running back, gets the pitch out. He's running in practice and he gets drilled in the backfield by a couple defenders, fumbles the football. Coach Boone comes over with the whistle, calls the play dead. Coach Boone jumps out and he goes, "Petey, why'd you fumble my football?" And Petey, instead of saying, "You know what, Coach, I fumbled, it's my fault," you know what he said? He said, "My blockers were bad." Your blockers, the blockers don't hold the football. The blockers may have not done their job, but his job was to hold on to the football. He didn't take responsibility for it. How about you? Are you fumbling the football in your life? Who are you blaming right now for your life? The blame game gets nowhere. It's your life. I can't live your life for you. There are others out there. They can't live your life. It is your life, your choices, your decisions. Are you blaming people for consequences to decisions that you've made? That's a big difference. I'm stepping on my toes. I've done it. I have blamed people for decisions that I made. Doesn't work out. But the minute I took ownership of my life and took responsibility, I began to see success. But that leads us to the most critical part of all of this, period. What does success look like for you? That's right. What does success look like for you? And how will you know when you get there? Because if you haven't defined success, what your life should look like as a successful one, how will you know when you get there? It's that simple. So, success, you have to define it. What does that look like for you? Hey, Rod Azar, I see you out there. Appreciate you. Gwen Derry, I love you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining. Folks, success. So I want you to take inventory right now. Would you describe yourself, your life right now, as success? Have you reached success in your life where you want it to be? If it's yes, then congratulations. You've taken ownership. You've defined it and you're doing it. For those of you that haven't, here's your opportunity. Right now, right here, today, you can start to change the direction of your ship. You can take the stick of your plane. You could be the quarterback of your team in your life and take it in for the touchdown. But you got to do it right now, today. This is your time. Also, you got to define success. That's where it's at. If you're the quarterback of your team, you're leading your team to the end zone, what are the successful plays you're going to run to get there? Now, success can be your life. When I say your life, this is a holistic concept, because for some of you out there, you're business owners. So what does success look like in your business? Because that impacts your life. Some of you are employees out there. What does success look like at your place of work? Some of you are parents, grandparents. Some of you are kids, because I see my nephews watching. And Levi, it's good to see you, L-Dub. What does success look like there for you? You have to define it. You have to define it for you. And then you've got to accept responsibility for your choices. You've got to take responsibility and ownership. When a team loses a game, like football, you'll hear in the press conferences afterwards, the quarterback, a good one, if he messed up and cost the team the game, he'll take ownership. If it's poor coaching, that coach will say up front that he got out-coached, that he made bad decisions or called bad plays that cost his team the game. Same here. And then, when you take ownership, you got to let it go. You can't let the past constantly keep creeping up and attacking you where you're at, because it will hamstring you from getting success down the road. You got to cut it off. You accepted ownership, and then you move forward with the lessons learned. And then finally, you've got to take responsibility for creating the life that you want. What kind of life do you want? What kind of life do you want? Well, guess what? We're still living. We're still breathing. We're still having a conversation right now here, you and me. So guess what? Right here, right now, at this moment is your time. It is your time to right the ship, to move forward, to live the life that you want to live. That's all you've got to do. That's it. Here's your action step. For those of you that haven't defined what success looks like, do it now. Define it now. Write it down. It's going to take time. Now, you may not. Chuck Ham, I see you out there. Appreciate you. Mom, I see you. Thomas Ivy, good to see you as well. But you got to write it down now, guys. Listen to me. You can't achieve something you don't know how to define. Define a successful life for you. Do that first. And then once you've done that, take one action. I'm only asking one action, but it's got to be massive. What's the first thing that comes to mind to you that you need to change in order to start living the successful life that you want to live? That's the thing you need to do. What scares you the most about living that successful life is the very first thing you need to attack. You got to attack it. When you're playing football and you want to score a touchdown, you can't be scared. You got to attack. You attack the defense. So attack, because here's what. A successful life for you means an excellent life for you. And average and mediocrity will fight tooth and nail to make sure that you're not successful, that you're not living an excellent life. So, here it is. Do you want average? Do you want mediocre? Or do you want success? If you want success, then you can expect challenges. You need to embrace those challenges, and then you need to exceed those challenges. You need to overcome those obstacles so you can get into the end zone. Success won't be easy. It's never easy. You're going to have to work hard, but the question, are you worth it? I can tell you right now, I think you're worth it, but do you believe you're worth it? I say yes. Let's go. So here's the quote again. I'm going to wrap it up right here. No one but you determines your success. That's Coach Lou Holtz. He knows a thing or two about that. And here's what I want you to do. If this added value to you, share this with your friends. And I want you to take time this week to sit down, define success for you, and then take that massive action, that thing that scares you the most, that you know you need to do in order to have that successful life, and do it. Well, thank you for joining me, all of you. This is Dennis LaRue with your hashtag SteelToes Quote of the Week. I'll see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, and we'll do this again. Dennis LaRue is now out.